Hello, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. All right, Pisces, I don't ever get to see this one, but I think between the two, right, the message is clear. So from Lay Vampire, courtesy, thoughtful, polite, and good manners. And then impasse from Chakra Wisdom. This is basically saying that if you're feeling like you're hitting a block with somebody, then, being polite would be the best way to go, right? Impasse is saying that, you need to reroute, you need to redirect yourself here. It's not a no, that your goal is still in sight. But with courtesy, the other thing that it talks about is, have you considered somebody else? Are you thinking about somebody else, right? A lot of times we don't think about other people, and that's just the nature of the meat suit, right? Thinking of ourselves a lot. Now on the other hand, it may be that, you're hitting an impasse with someone or creating this impasse because you need for them to be a little bit more polite, which is possible here. But I still look at this and think, all right, Pisces, here's your overall for the week. The Eight of Cups. This one's always difficult for me. The Eight of Cups being the overall, clearly here you're giving to a person or a situation that isn't giving you anything back, right? Feeling drained, but yet you're still doing it though. That's my problem with the Eight of Cups. But, like I've always said, anybody can tell you you need to walk away, but it's not that easy. But clearly here with this being the overall, emotionally you have been drained enough. Now, in the past, the Seven of Pentacles, what I worry about here because of the Eight of Cups being the overall is if you're reevaluating the situation, clearly, what you think may work to continue growth isn't. With the Seven of Pentacles, like I've always said before, this one I always question on whether or not, this person is seeing the results that they want. It's definitely taking stock of everything. But, like I said, with the Eight of Cups, clearly it's not, no matter how you try to look at the situation here or try to, do things differently to continue growth, with this being the overall, it's just not happening. Okay. Pisces, what? Why? The Two of Pentacles in the present moment. You're still trying to figure this situation out. I mean, with the Two of Pentacles, definitely I question, how flexible are you being here? How willing are you to bend over backwards to try to make a situation work? But, right now it's like you're still trying to keep it going, right? And that's basically that. Pisces, why? And I'm going to say it again. It's general reading, not going to be for everybody. You will know if this is for you, because with the Five of Cups coming out and the Eight of Cups, if you're thinking about walking away from something, it may be breaking your heart that this situation isn't working out, because I feel like you're really trying to maintain it right now. But with the Five of Cups being in future conditions, no. That is disappointment. Man, Pisces, why? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself anymore. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Your best path to follow, the Queen of Swords. There you go, right? What I feel like here is, there is nothing that you can do, and I hate saying that, looking at this, because of the Eight of Cups being the overall, there is nothing that you can do that is going to make the situation grow in a way that you will be happy. With the Queen of Swords being your advice, saying it's time to kind of shut off emotionally from it. Being a little bit cold here. And I don't think that it's about needing to see things logically. She's smart as hell. The King of Swords to me is the thinker. She already knows. But this really is about needing to shut out the emotions that, are being fed into this, because it's not benefiting you anymore. And as far as like being flexible for somebody else, right? And maybe it's time to stand up for yourself here and tell them, no, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm not playing this game. Because I feel like I said, you've thought about everything you could possibly do to keep this going, to make this work. In your environment, the Six of Swords, and for some of you, you may be trying to figure out right now how the hell to get away, right? With the Six of Swords, moving away from the conflict, moving away from the bullshit, needing to move on, needing to be in a more calmer emotional state, and maybe, I look back at courtesy and impasse, and I think if you're hitting a block with this and you're not getting what you need from a person or a situation, maybe the reroute here is for you to just politely say, fuck you, I'm gone. I mean, that's what this looks like to me. But it's there in your environment, but the problem is with the Eight of Cups being the overall, it's not really happening, And it may be because there's too much, there's too much emotional devastation around the fact that this isn't giving you what you want, giving you what you need. Oh, shit. All right. Your hopes and your fears, justice, and wanting things to be fair and balanced, right? And I feel like because you're the one doing the emotional suffering here with justice, the hope would be that, somebody makes this right. Like, this needs to be made right. That's what I feel like looking at that. And that may be what you're hoping for here. Having, the situation corrected and then, it being finally over with. Like, because I look at justice and I think final decisions, but only after things have been corrected and balanced. And I do think that you need to start figuring out now what you need to do to move on, because the opportunity, I feel like, is here in your environment. But are you doing it though? Because, here you could definitely be saying that you're trying to figure out, money here to do this, to move on, to move away. But I don't know. I look at this and think this is you still trying to figure this out, and knowing that, the best choice here would be to move away, to move on. Oh, and then coming out the Ten of Swords. So, and that could be why we're looking at, the Five of Cups here. And being really hurt at the fact that something is ending in a really painful way with the Ten of Swords. But, I feel like it's what you need, right? You may not see it that way. It may be really difficult. It may not be what you want to hear, but with the Ten of Swords coming out, this is suggesting, though, that once it's over, the worst is over with, right? The Four of Wands and then the Ace of Pentacles. And, this could definitely be about moving out, right? But with the Ace of Cups and looking at the Seven of Pentacles, right, there was an opportunity there. There was an opportunity for happiness. A new beginning here, and you definitely trying to make it work. But with the Ten of Swords, it's no, that is definitely over with. It didn't happen. Now with the Four of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, I look at this and I think once the situation is over with, it may be very difficult for you, but definitely with the Four of Wands, there's an opportunity for you to build something better, right? Because stability here, feeling like you have accomplished something. And once you do that, it may lead to the Ace of Pentacles here, where you definitely do have a better new beginning coming through, right? Something that is realistic, practical, long-lasting for you, and it's not going to end like the Ten of Swords. But the problem is where you are emotionally. And the fact that you're still looking at the Eight of Cups as the overall, worries me a little bit. Are you going to, ignore an opportunity here for you that may be better than what you're experiencing now, because this may have been what you had wanted, right? With the Ace of Cups, who the hell doesn't want that? It was there at one point, but maybe this is something that's going to be better for you, right? But only if you're willing to move on here. I see this as like the double-edged sword looking at it. But there's still hope here. There's still hope for a new beginning, right? Like, I'm not seeing the star, and I think a lot of that is because of the Five of Cups being future conditions, right? This isn't easy. And then acceptance. You know, I think that you have taken enough risks when it comes to this situation, and where you're ending up at, it wasn't worth it. Now, definitely, you know, take a risk here and surrender to accepting that, you know, this is not good for you, right? This is not going to make you happy. It's not going to end in a very good way, right? But as long as you accept that, you know, it'll be easier for you to surrender and accept a new beginning that is by far more worthy of you, right? And that may be why impasse is there. You know, there may be a reason why that Ace of Cups, it didn't work, you know, because listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. You know, and like I said, right, this is a general message. It's only going to be for very select few that are dealing with this, and you will know. But listen with your heart. Are you listening? Are you listening to what is being said here, right? And then romance. Lavish the one that you love with your personal affection and attention. So, you know, it may be that you need to listen to your own heart here when it comes to this situation. But if you do have somebody in your life that, you know, you love and that you have a good relationship with, then it's time for you to give them your attention, right? So, you know, this situation may be work related. It doesn't have to be a relationship, being a general reading here, but right, listen to what is being said to you here. You know, this is not worthy of you, and you deserve much better.